What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dominic Cruz coming at you with another YouTube video. I'm still getting over this little running nose. It's still going on, but whatever. But, a lot of exciting things have been happening this week, alright? So, when you're accelerating and you're just going through your purpose, you're going with your purpose, things are great. But that's not what I want to talk to you about. I'm just giving you an example, alright? I'm having a hell of a week. This is my third YouTube video this week, and I'm excited. Yeah. So, what I want to talk to you about is this topic, locking her down versus letting things happen naturally. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, after every relationship, we tend to want to go back into our comfort space. And not to say that's a bad comfort space, but we want to go back to a comfort space where we're not growing and we're not really learning. Versus when you let things happen naturally, you're going with your purpose. You're focusing on your purpose and you're just letting things happen naturally. Yes, the ex is going to be on your mind, obviously, because of what you had and what you cherished with each other. I mean, we're human. But when you let things happen naturally, you're giving the other person a chance to grow, and you're giving yourself a chance to grow. And when you grow, believe it or not, what you guys have with each other, that relationship, it actually grows. It actually grows. Versus the person that just want to go back into the relationship and he keeps trying months and months and months trying to get back into the relationship, that relationship ain't going nowhere. That relationship is dead. It'll be gone and it won't grow. Versus when you decide to let go and you just focus on your purpose, you're growing and you're giving her the chance to grow. Now, for the guys that want to just lock them down and stuff like that, why do you want to go back? I mean, why do you want them? And most answers that I heard is because I miss them. I want to be with them. I just want this. So you miss the physical attributes. Okay, you're feeling a sense of loss. Okay, but why do you want them back? Because we had all these things together. Da, 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 da. Okay, why do you want them back? These guys are giving me answers to where it's not really giving me a valid answer. They're just giving me an answer because they just miss them physically and emotionally. And they're not really, and what do they decide to do? They decide to act on their emotions and try to go back. And when they decide to go back, in some cases it works. But most cases it doesn't. Because you're displaying weakness and you're not really showing that you can move on without her. Where she wants a man that's going to move, that's strong enough to move on without her. That's strong enough that he doesn't give a damn. That's strong enough that he's a mountain that no one will ever knock him off his center again. That's really important because when that happens, you're pretty much showing that you're strong. And when you focus on your purpose, you're building that foundation for yourself and for whoever comes into your life. Whether it's someone from the past, someone new. Now, guys that just want to lock them down, just focus on the relationship. They just only focus on the relationship rather than letting it happen naturally because they just want it. Rather than when the guy would just let things happen naturally, he's just going. He's focused on his money. He's focused on his purpose. Focused on everything in his life to where it's going to grow. And he understands that. And he understands that what he's going through emotionally, it won't affect him. That yes, he will still go through it, but he still keeps going. Why? Because when you keep going, you're letting things happen naturally. Now, I had a pleasure to meet this one guy, and it wasn't really good. It wasn't a really good first impression, but he's a real cool guy. And honestly, he has a lot of resentment towards his ex to this day still, and it's been, I think, it's been many, many months. But, he found out that she got into another relationship after him, and then I'm just like, why'd you go back? Why did you try to confront her? And he's like, because, dude, I just thought it was messed up. I mean, she just discarded me, and I was like, you should have just. And if he found out and she told you, because she told him, if he found out, you honestly just have to shrug it off and just be happy for her. And really, and this is what I said in my last video: don't give a damn about it, because guys who get really anxious and they get jealous of that, they're really losing. When they show that they're losing, they're giving that person every reason to be like, you know what? Ooh, I'm right to move on from you. Rather than when you just be like, when you focus on your purpose, you don't give a damn. That's the difference when you let things happen naturally versus locking them down. The guys that want to lock them down, they pull a tantrum. The guys that let things happen naturally, they don't give a damn. They're like, they'll just be happy for her, and they would hope that relationship actually works out well. Because honestly, when you display any kind of weakness, you're showing her that you're still the same person and that you're not gonna grow. Versus the guy that's letting things happen naturally, he's showing strength, he's showing that he's a mountain, he's showing that he's mentally grew, he's showing that he spiritually grew, and he's stable and that no one's gonna knock him off his center. I'll give you an example of this too. A few months ago, right? As a few months ago, you know, I had a relationship, and you know, it was built up on a lot of emotions, and it was just, let me just say, it was just a lot of great things that happened in that relationship, but there was also a lot of bumpy roads. I explained this in my last video, and I look at the moment to where I actually tried going back as a blessing in disguise, because had it not been for that moment, I wouldn't have really looked at the bigger picture and really gotten my ish together. Like, to this day, I'm letting things happen naturally. I'm not winning, and honestly, just focusing on my purpose. I focused on my physical health, my mental health. I stabled myself, and I spiritually grew. Those are the 4 things that I focused on, and I'm telling you, you got to do that. When you do that, you're letting things happen naturally. So, honestly, when guys let things happen naturally, when they let things happen naturally, they're not waiting. They're just moving forward. Versus the guy that's want to lock her back up in a relationship, he's still waiting, and he's being selfish. So who wins? The guy that lets things happen naturally. So be the guy that let things happen naturally, and don't give a damn. Just move forward. And if they want to come back, or if they're trying to come back into your life, let it happen naturally. And not to say that I'll go back into a relationship, but see where it goes, because you don't know what God has in store for you. And when guys let things happen naturally, he's going to love in such a way to where the person he loves feels free. Versus the guy that wants to lock him down, he doesn't want her to be free. He wants to lock her down. Hence, lock her down versus letting things happen naturally. Who wins? But that's basically my video. So if you find this information really valuable and all that, drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share. That's pretty much it. My name is Dominic Cruz. I'm out. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. I'm out.